Hello and welcome back to Artist Mindset. I'm your host Martina and it's really nice to see you again. Today I wanted to share a few realizations that I had this week and maybe some things that happened and some reflections. But let's run the intro first. Hello, welcome back. So first of all, I would like to start with a realization that I had this week, which is that as artists, we are actually very, very brave with what we are doing, because if you think about it, we are the first ones doing something that nobody did before, or maybe if you are doing something that somebody did before. I truly believe as artists we are showing the world something that is maybe not so easy to look at or maybe not so comfortable. I do feel like we are different, which makes sense, right? But as artists we are different, and that's why we need to express something that maybe other people are scared to say, or maybe they think it but they're afraid of saying it or expressing it in a certain way. But we are most likely kind of sensitive or more receptive to the reality, and we cannot pretend. So we have to express it and show it to the world, what is truly happening inside of us and maybe also outside in the world. And that is very brave, and that requires a lot of courage. So if you are an artist, give yourself some credit, because not everybody can do it. But I think if you are an artist or a creative, you know who you are, and you know that you are just born different, and there is nothing wrong with that. I can honestly tell you I struggled with that in the past, and I still sometimes face this challenge of feeling different. But I kind of realized that, maybe I decided that, I'm done with trying to be like everybody else in my family, or just as most people. And I'm saying most people because not everybody's the same, right? But I know that I was born different, and I'm pretty sure that if you're listening to this, you can relate. And there is no shame in that. There is no shame. There is nothing wrong with that. And I think only if you embrace it, you can make a change in the world. I truly think that we were all sent here with some kind of purpose, and maybe even if you don't know yet what it is, I'm pretty sure that you feel deep down inside that there is something for you, that there is a mission or something that you should do. And in the past few months, I would say since the spring, I was kind of battling with this feeling of I want to do something different, but I don't know what it is. And I think you also have to have patience with that and understand that nothing happens overnight. Like, no tree grows from one day to another. And even if you make a proper meal, it will take you some time to cook it. So just work with what you have and follow your heart and what you know that you should be doing. And I think that comes back to maybe curiosity. Maybe you don't know what to do, but follow your intuition, follow your curiosity, and you will find your passion, as somebody very wise once said. And once you find it, you will have this eureka moment when you feel like everything falls into place and everything suddenly makes sense. Like it happened to me actually a few days ago, or maybe like a week ago. And sometimes it is about going back to your roots, you know? I think what helped me a lot was I spent some time with my family, and also with a family that I never met before, like with the half brother of my grandmother. Actually, I've met him and his wife, and it just opened my eyes so much, because my whole life I felt like I don't sort of fit in to my family. And it's not that they would mock me for it or make me feel like there is something wrong with me. I think they always kind of accepted it and were like, oh, well, that's just you, Martina. You are always different and you always did things your own way, which is nice. I know that not everybody have that, and I'm super grateful for that. But it still feels like there is something wrong with you when you're different, right? And first of all, when I met my half-grandfather, I've realized that, oh my gosh, like we are so similar. And actually when I talked to him and his wife, we all kind of felt like, oh my god, are we soulmates? Like this is impossible. And I felt so grateful to finally meet him and realize that I'm maybe a little anomaly in my family, but I'm not the only one. And then also realizing, while spending time with my family and reflecting sort of on my roots and my upbringing and how my family was raised and lives their lives, that I'm different, but I can go back to being normal, air quotes, in their own way, because I think, it's always scary to be sort of the pioneer or doing something different. It is scary, but it is very, very brave. And if you are feeling right now like you are maybe in a dark place, then don't be afraid, because the darkness only sheds the light on who we truly are. And it will show you parts of yourself that maybe you are not so comfortable with seeing, but it is important to look at them and acknowledge them, to understand who you are, because only when you truly understand who you are, you realize what you're capable of, and the darkness will not last forever. And, yesterday I went to a concert of one of my really good friends, Aya, and she said something really profound and beautiful. She was talking about, how when you want to get the gold, because her concert and the whole album was named Golden Era, because that's what we are getting to. If you want to get to the gold, you need to go through the darkness, and you need to go through that shit and mud and, stuff. But you don't have to stay in that mud once you find the gold. So once you find it, don't stay there, because it's your own will and your own choice. So don't keep yourself stuck or sort of pull yourself back, because you have the capacity to come out of that mud with the gold in your hand and show the world what you're capable of. And I hope that this episode made sense to you. Let me know in the comments below. I really hope that it encouraged you and empowered you to do what you want to do, because it's only your choice. And I know it might be hard to hear, and you might feel stuck, or you might feel like, I don't know what to do next, but you are never stuck. You're never stuck. So listen to your doubts also, because they will tell you what you might be afraid of and what you might have been avoiding, but you should actually face and go through that darkness to truly see who you are and to come out into the light at the end. So that is all from me for today. I hope it empowered you, encouraged you, and that you will have amazing start of the week. Please keep going, keep growing. You've got this. You're amazing. Never forget that, and don't doubt yourself for a single second, because even if you think you don't know, you actually know, because you already have all the answers within you. So listen to your fear, listen to your doubts, listen to your passions, listen to your desires, and follow that. And don't be afraid of not knowing and being in the liminal space of, oh, I don't know what to do next, because that's actually very exciting. That's kind of like being a child again, right? And, you know, the uncertainty has a spirit of a child. So enjoy it also, and don't panic and don't overthink, because that doesn't lead anywhere. Just follow your heart and you will find your art. Haha. Sorry. I was trying to be funny, but I know I'm not. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and listening. I wish you a very beautiful, a pleasant start of the week, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.